morning, Hapa Yoga. How are you doing this morning? My name is Kristen and I will be leading you through a meditation this morning. For today I have a cozy blanket that I am sitting on top of. I have lit a candle in this corner. I have a cup of tea right here. So just a few little things I like to start my day. How are you guys doing? I'm not normally up this early during this quarantine, so normally I am an early riser, but I found my sleep cycle has been quite different during this time, which has been very interesting for me. So before we get started, just to go over a couple of things. If you want to grab a journal and write any of this down, please feel free to do so. If not, just take some time to think on it. So just wrapping our minds about what our day-to-day is like nowadays. What ways are you grounding yourself? What ways are you bringing yourself back to center? For me personally, the first 3 weeks of this was really, really tough. I didn't have any routine. It seemed like there were endless possibilities of things to do, but then with that there was a lot of pressure to feel like I had to do things. So in what ways can you ground yourself to feeling a safe space in your center, in your heart center? For me, I am lucky. I have a tiny little backyard space in my apartment. So I was able to start a garden, which started with herbs in the little flower box. But then this week I decided to build a giant garden box, which has taken up half of my backyard. But now we have lots of veggies growing back there. So that was a very grounding thing to be able to be outside, to get my hands dirty, to feel the earth and to plant something and give back. And also something that will provide for me later on once I continue caring for it. So every morning it's nice to go out there and check on the plants and see how they're doing, see what they need. So that's been a super grounding thing for me. Also building things or doing art. So the other day I had extra wood left over, so I built a little kitchen hutch for a little space in my kitchen. And then the other day I did a little FaceTime with a friend and we painted and chatted. And that was very lovely, very grounding, especially when we can't be with our friends or family at this time. So that was very nice, having that little safe space. So maybe just write down or think to yourself as we're sitting here, what ways are you grounding? Maybe ideas that come to you during this meditation. Another thing I have found that has been helpful, this is Luna, it's hot. Another thing is not to overpromise to yourself. So at the beginning of this, it was like, oh, I'm going to do this and this and this, and then it was like I would feel like crap at the end of the day because I did none of it or one thing. I am a planner, so I love to plan day by day every single thing I'm going to do, which I have found is not helpful during this time. So I'll either write it down or make a little list on my phone, and I set myself one thing. So there's one thing that I can promise myself that I'm going to do today. Normally it's something simple, like I'll read one chapter out of my book. So as long as I do that, then I feel like I did something. So creating a long list can be very overwhelming. I've found just promising myself one thing has been really helpful, whether that be walking, running, doing workout video, reading, any of that stuff. I am thankful I have a dog, so every morning I do have to walk her, so that is nice that I have to get outside, get moving as soon as I wake up, giving myself a little bit of time to wake up and then walking her, and then feeling fresh and ready to start whatever I'm going to do today. So all that being said, we're going to jump into our meditation. So get in a comfortable seat. I do recommend sitting for this meditation. You can be cross-legged, you can have your legs out, you can sit on a pillow, a blanket, make yourself comfortable, light a candle, get something that smells nice, And we'll gently close the eyes here. We'll take a deep inhale through the nose, filling up the lungs. Slow, long exhale through the nose. Relaxing the jaw, shoulders sinking away from our ears. Eyelids gently closed. Rooting down through our sit bones. Our palms resting on our knees, face down to ground. You can face them up to receive energy. Choice is yours. Settling into our breath here, we take a deep inhale through the nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Slow exhale, maybe with an open mouth, for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling again through the nose, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slow long exhale through the nose, close mouth, 4, 3, 2, 1. And inhaling again, beginning to regulate your breath in this way, emptying out the mind, relaxing the body. Feeling the quietness of the room, or noticing any sounds that are by you. If your home is a little noisy this morning, honoring the sounds, noticing that they're there, letting them gently sweep away, coming into yourself. We stay breathing here. And as we are sitting here, focusing our mind on our breath, bring yourself to the image of a tree. Perhaps a giant redwood, deep in the forest. Maybe there's a trail leading up to this tree. Noticing the red earth color of the trail. The tiny little leaves and bushes leading up to this tree. We walk ourselves up to this redwood. Taking our gaze to the large trunk. And slowly taking our gaze upwards, searching for the top of the tree. But it is so tall you cannot see it. Standing here for a moment, looking at this redwood. Taking a deep inhale. And on the exhale, slowly start to imagine that you are this tree. You are this tall redwood. Noticing how you feel in the body of the tree. Feeling the space around you, your roots digging into the earth, connected. With every inhale, you grow taller. With every exhale, you flourish. Your leaves rustle in the wind. Every inhale, feeling your strength. Every exhale, feeling the sunlight on your leaves. On your inhale, feel your spine growing taller and longer, your trunk. Every exhale, bringing a little smile to yourself, feeling the beauty and magnificence of all that you are, feeling the life force energy coming through your leaves, giving you power, giving you that strength. Noticing the quiet of the forest. Maybe you keep your gaze at eye level with the trunk, or maybe you take your mind all the way to the top of the tree, looking out over the entire forest. Maybe you see mountains, maybe you see streams, a pond, a lake, bringing whatever imagery comes to you. Finding your equilibrium here, your balance, knowing that everything you need is inside yourself. Another deep inhale through the nose, feel yourself grow just a little bit taller. Exhale, feel your branches expand. Maybe you lift your arms, reaching them up to the sky. Maybe you wiggle the fingers, pretending that they are your leaves. Releasing your hands to your heart center. Feeling this space and room within yourself. Feeling your connection with the earth, with the sky, with the sunlight, with the air. Earth providing you with everything that you could possibly need. With, yes, air and sunlight, but also with love. Maybe release your hands on top of your heart, palms on your chest. Feeling your heartbeat, knowing that every creature has this heartbeat, even the plants. Taking one more deep inhale, feeling this centered space you've created, this beautiful tree that you have imagined yourself as. exhale, root a little bit deeper. On your next inhale, you can choose to slowly blink the eyes open and release your palms down to your knees. Welcome back. We're going to take a few gentle movements just to get our body moving, and then I will end the meditation this morning with a brief little writing poem that I wrote the other day. So to begin with our movements, let's inhale again, reaching the hands up to the sky, taking the gaze with them. On an exhale, cactus the arms open, bending the elbows, opening up through the chest. Inhale, reach the hands through center. Exhale, cactusing the arms again. Inhale, one more time, reach up. Exhale, cactus. This time, inhale, reach the hands out in front of you. And then wrap them around yourself. Give yourself a nice hug. Pulling the shoulders forward just a bit. Maybe you slightly tuck the chin. Feeling the space in between the shoulder blades. Feeling this connection with yourself. Maybe bringing the imagery of a tiny little seed. You can stay here. You can slowly bow your head forward. Inhale, bringing yourself to center. Open up the arms again, feeling that length. Exhale, switch which hand was on top. Give yourself another hug. Hug in those shoulders. Tuck your chin, maybe bow. Inhale, slowly bring yourself back to center. We'll take our feet out in front of us. The bottoms of the feet planted on the ground. We'll just rock the knees side to side. Windshield wiper the legs. Then we'll bring the bottoms of the feet together. We'll open the knees up wide, coming to our seated butterfly. You can place your hands on your ankles, letting the knees fall down to the floor. If you have blocks, you can place them beneath your knees here, or maybe grab a couple pillows from your couch. Make it as comfortable and accessible to yourself. We'll inhale, growing tall, shoulders sinking away from our ears. Option to practice a moment of self-love, massaging out the feet. On the exhale, we'll slowly reach our heart forward down to the ground. Gaze drops down. Feeling this yummy little stretch in our hips. Deep inhale. Exhale, see if you can reach your chest just a little bit further. Inhale, slowly walk yourself back to center. We'll take our left foot, extending it out beside us, bringing your right foot to your inner thigh. You can place your hip bones to be squared with your left foot. We'll take an inhale, reaching the hands up. Find that length. And exhale, reach for your foot. Maybe your hands rest at your shin, your ankle, your toes, wherever they fall. Heart is reaching for our thigh, gaze is down at the knee. You can keep a bend in your knee here. Small, gentle movements this morning. Inhale, slowly bring yourself back to center. We'll switch it out. Let's bring your left foot in, extend the right foot out long. Ooh, a little stiff. Square your hip bones with that right foot. Inhale, reach the hands up. And exhale, reach. Gaze drops down. Breathing deeply here. Inhale, slowly rise back to center. Bring the feet cross-legged again. Place our hands on our knees. We'll inhale, reaching the heart forward. Gaze is slightly up. Exhale, round through the spine. Tuck the chin, belly button hugs in. Here for a few seated cat-cow. So inhale, reach the heart open. Exhale, take it back. Take a few at your own pace. If you feel a spot that needs a little more attention, feel free to pause, take a couple breaths there. We'll start to do a few body rolls, so we'll reach our heart forward to the ground, gaze follows, and take it over to the right, keeping your palm on your left knee, really reaching your head to the right, feeling that stretch in your left side body. And on your exhale, you'll take it back to that cat position and seated, and then you'll take it over to the left side. With the right knee pulling down, feeling the stretch in your right side body, and then you'll take it forward on the inhale, and slowly make your circles, as slow as you'd like. Then we'll switch directions, creating this movement in our spine. All right. We will bring it back to center. Start to roll out the shoulders, bringing them up to your ears and then sinking them down. All right. We'll do a few neck stretches, and we'll probably get to standing. We'll see how we feel. So we'll drop the chin down, feeling the stretch in the back of our neck. You have the option to interlace your fingers, taking them gently behind your head, just resting them hands on the back of your head. Not adding any force here. Opening up your wings, so opening the elbows out wide. Maybe you tuck the chin a little more, rounding through the top of the back spine. We'll inhale, coming back to center. We'll drop left ear to left shoulder. Option to take your left hand, placing it on top of right ear. Again, no added pressure or stress, just resting your hand here. Releasing your left hand down and bringing your chin back to center. We'll take it to the other side, so right ear to right shoulder. Option to take your right hand, place it over left ear. Here for one more breath. And up. Right. Releasing your hand back down, bring your chin back to center, tucking the chin a little bit. And then rise to center. We're going to come to a standing position, so whichever way you would like to get there. We've been sitting for a while, so feel free to slowly make your way there. Hopefully my head doesn't cut off the top of this, but it might. Let me see. Let me check this. No. Alright, I think you can see me. Begin with a few small movements. Alright, so inhale, reaching the hands up to the sky. And exhale, we'll start to make some circles. So bringing your hands back and around, creating some space in the shoulders. You can already hear my right shoulder clicking. And then we'll take it the opposite way, taking them forward and back. Alright. If you've been at home, you've probably been keeping a lot of stagnant energy. So we're just going to start shaking the hands. Letting them go a little limp, shaking out the wrists.
you add some feet to that movement. So maybe taking a little circle around your space, wiggling out the feet, creating some movement here, feeling the ankles. Maybe you take some circles with your ankle. Maybe the wrists as well. Switch it out. Just releasing some of that stagnant energy. Adding your shoulders into it. Alright, reach the hands up on an inhale. And exhale, hands through heart center, fold forward, hinging at the hips, fingertips reach down to the ground, let the head hang heavy. Feeling that release in your low back. Keeping a gentle bend in the knees. Letting belly rest on your thighs. On an inhale, we'll come to a halfway lift, bringing your hands to your shins or your thighs. Having that flat back. We'll inhale, reaching our wings or our branches out to the side, creating a T shape. And exhale, wrap your hands around yourself, give yourself a little hug again. Inhale, reach the hands back out, spread your wings. And exhale, opposite arm on top, give yourself a little hug. Inhale, reach the hands back out. And exhale, fold. And inhale, slowly rise to your standing position. Feel all that space we just created. We'll take one more movement before we take it down. So standing, planting into all four corners of your right foot. I might be cut off on the screen, I have no idea. Alright, so we'll take our left foot, bringing it up, 90-degree bend in that left knee. Your hands can be at heart center, maybe on your hips. And we'll just take that knee, making a circle. So taking it back, around. If you'd like to grab onto a wall here, feel free to do so. Really just opening up the hip here. Using your core muscles to help with the extension of your leg. And we'll release your left foot down. Wiggle out the legs. That's a good way to wake them up. All right. Planting into all four corners of your left foot. Inhale, bring your right knee up. 90-degree bend in that knee. And we'll take our circles with this knee. Same direction here. Alright. Couple more. Alright. Release that right foot down. Shake it out a little more. Wiggle out the legs, the arms. And we'll sink our hips down to our ankles. Getting into a tight little ball here. Maybe your hands hug around your shins. Think fingertips. Tuck the chin a little bit. Balancing all the ball mounds of our feet. Making yourself into that tiny little seed again. Release your fingertips down to the ground. Slowly lift your hips up into your halfway lift. And then sink them back down. We'll come to be at a seat. Crossing our legs. Feeling that little bit of space we just created. Sitting cross-legged here. We'll gently close the eyes again. Just taking a moment to sit with yourself. Feeling the energy we got moving. Feeling your shoulders, your back, your hips a little more open now. A nice way to start your morning. Sitting with yourself here, noticing all the little sounds. And this time, rather than noticing and shooing them away, we'll just sit with them. For me, I can hear the fan in the other room. I can hear birds chirping. I can hear my dog scratching right now. Just smile at all the little noises. Notice the temperature of the room. Noticing how it feels on your skin. Thanking Mama Earth for this new day. You'll be choosing your emotions and how you'll feel throughout the remainder of the day. Being mindful to honor your feelings, to pay attention to your body and your breath. Close the eyes here if they're not already closed. I'll end with just a brief thing that I wrote the other day in honor of Earth Day. Closing the eyes, take a deep inhale. Exhale, root down through the sit bones. Mama Earth, I thank you. Most recently, I thank you for this moment of global pause. But when I really think about all of it, I thank you for showing me the way. I thank you for your endless comfort and love. I thank you for your presence and power. I thank you for all of your teachings. I thank you for all of the lessons since I was a child and up until this present moment. Your wind as guidance, your fire as strength, your water as life, your being as love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for being here this morning. I hope you enjoyed the meditation, the little chat, movements, the prayer. We can bring our hands to heart center, sending all my love to you. Bringing peace and clarity to your day. Take it slow this morning. See how long you can hold on to this feeling. We bring our hands to third eye center. Peace and gratitude to all of you. Namaste. Thank you guys. Have a good weekend.